I, an ordinary working adult, Yuto Tanaka, was having a boring life. I don't have a girlfriend, and I don't have any dream in life. I wonder if I'll reach retirement age before I realize it. When I was sighing, the bored voice of my boss, Mr. Takahashi, echoed through the office. "You're a dull fellow. Go and make some tea quickly. That's all you temporary workers can do."
Yes.
Mr. Takahashi, why don't you at least make your own tea? Huh? What's wrong with you? Don't you think it's tacky nowadays to make girls fetch tea? What? You're my subordinate, right? Don't talk nonsense. You'll attract attention if you speak too loudly. Mr. Takahashi is being stung with the reproachful stares of the people around him. Shit. I'll remember you.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. That was a disaster. The girl who was just being yelled at? Seira Hiragi. She's a temporary worker who recently started working in the same department with me. I think... Have I seen her before?
What's wrong?
Are you Momoka Momozono?
What? How did you find out?
I knew it! The atmosphere has changed a lot, but you're still Momoka. When I was a student, I was a fan of the idol Momoka Momozono. As a fan, I went to all her live shows and spent all my money earned from part-time job on her. Momoka retired as an idol around the time I graduated from high school. I hadn't heard from her since then, but I never thought we would end up working at the same place.
I didn't think there was anyone here who knew me from my idol days.
I didn't expect to find my most favorite idol in a place like this either.
Most favorite is a bit of an exaggeration.
It's not an exaggeration. When I think about it, going to Momoka's live shows was probably the best time of my life.
It's nice to have someone say that, even if it's just a compliment. But please, don't tell everyone that I was an idol. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I understand. This is how I reunited with my idol and shared a little secret. Later, at a company drinking party. Seira, do you have a boyfriend? I mean, you have to pour when my glass is empty. You're a woman, so you have to serve the men.
Sorry.
Seira was involved with her drunken boss. If you look closely, you're pretty cute. You have beautiful skin and you are young.
You know.
Seira looked like she was about to start crying. Well, he can't be helped. Boss, if it's alcohol, let me pour it. I won't let anyone else take the role of pouring alcohol into the glass of my esteemed boss. Look, tell me the rest of the story about the other day when you signed 20 contracts in one day. Oh, yeah? If you insist, I will tell you. Look, I'll deal with him. You can go home first.
But...
You don't want to hear him bragging until morning, do you?
Okay, thank you. Let me return the favor soon.
Don't worry about it. I'm doing this on my own. See? I'm still a big fan of Momoka Momozono.
That's... I'm embarrassed.
The next day, I said it was fine, but Miss Hiragi thanked me again.
If you don't mind, here you are. I don't know if this is the best way to thank you.
This is Momoka Momozono's debut single, and it's signed!
You said you were a fan, so are you pleased with it?
I'm so happy! But are you sure about that?
Of course I'm sure. I can only do this much.
No, this is way too good! I'll definitely give you something back!
This is in return of your favor, but if I get another return for this, there's no end to it, right?
That's true.
Yes. Well, I'm happy to do that if you don't mind.
Hey, how long are you going to keep shooting the breeze?
Excuse me, I have to go. Mr. Yuto, thank you for being my fan.
She's really cute. Momoka lit up my boring life. Then it's my turn to save her. The goal is to improve the neglect of temporary workers. To do that, I have to get results myself first. Okay, I'm going to get busy from here. Let's work hard for her. Then, I was ready to give up my holidays and work as hard as I could.
You've been working too hard lately. You have dark circles under your eyes.
Thanks for worrying about me. I'm totally fine. You don't have to go out of your way to fetch tea. It's not your job.
No, I want to do it. It's only special for you.
Oh, I see. Well then, I'm happy to have it.
Well, I'm the type of person who cares about my fans. Hey, Mr. Yuto. I'm embarrassed if I'm mistaken, but is it for my sake that you've been working so hard lately?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. That's a hard question to answer, but either way, I think you're pretty cool these days.
Oh, is that so? If Momoka Momozono says so, I guess I'll just have to work even harder than I am now. I feel like I can work infinitely these days, partly because she supports me.
If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
A place where you can have your favorite idol cheering you on every day. If you think about it calmly, isn't that a happiness that would be disproportionate even if you paid all your money and gave your life 10 times over? If I don't work hard with this, it's a lie to be a real fan. But when you keep working hard like this, some people don't think it's funny. You've been working like an idiot lately. Mr. Takahashi, how do you do it in a company like this? If I could get by with just a little effort on your part, I'd be president of the company by now. You're an idiot. Work should be done in a moderate manner. This is advice from a senior colleague. Okay, what's with your attitude? I can even make all your efforts go in vain with one word from me, you know? How can you do that? Are you still a senior? Isn't this what a senior is like? I don't need subordinates who are better than me. You can't change anything just because you're a senior. You want to give it a try? Ugh. I just gave you some friendly advice, but I didn't think it would end like this. Damn. What the hell is this? Why is this happening? Things were going so well up to this point. I was clenching my jaw at the unexpected interference, and then...
Don't get in his way. Don't you think it's embarrassing to make fun of someone who's working so hard and interrupt them?
What are you? A temporary worker with a big mouth?
Mr. Yuto is not someone who should be crushed by you.
You know, it's not easy when you have a bunch of cheeky subordinates. I could have you fired right now.
Just do it. I'm prepared for that too. I'm prepared to be fired, but I'm telling you, I will never allow you to get in the way of Mr. Yuto right now.
What an asshole. I don't know what you're getting so worked up about. Sarah.
What do you think? I'm cool in some ways, aren't I?
Thanks for doing this for me. Don't do anything too crazy.
You helped me a lot, so I wanted to repay you in any way I could. Besides, I told you, I'm the type of person who takes care of my fans. But if I get fired, I guess I'll have to say goodbye to you.
He doesn't have that kind of authority. Besides, I would never let that happen. Then I'll work even harder and... Before I knew it, I was ranked #1 in the company, and in no time at all, I overtook Mr. Takahashi and became the youngest department manager. It seems like it all happened so fast.
It's because you were working hard. It was also for my sake, wasn't it? Thank you so much.
Well, I'm a fanatic fan of Momoka Momozono. This is about as natural as it gets. I still can't believe we work at the same place.
Eh? You should be used to it by now. You're always exaggerating.
The first thing I did when I became a department manager was to improve the way they treat temporary workers. I have no regrets, even though I rose to the top for selfish motives. I'm only serious about Momoka Momozono because she's the only one I can be serious about.
I'm very happy with your efforts, but I have one complaint.
Complaint?
Is Momoka Momozono the only one you like?
What?
Well, how about... Seira? What do you think of Seira Hiragi?
Well, that's...
If you like, will you like Seira Hiragi too?
What?
Because I love Yuto Tanaka. As a man, I love you more than anyone else in this world.
Of course, I love you too. Because Sarah was here, I was able to work this hard. You've always supported me. I love Momoka Momozono, but I love Sarah Hiragi more.
I'm glad. We're both in love, aren't we?
Sarah!
You're also cute when you're embarrassed. I look forward to being with you in public and in private for many years to come.
It's a miracle that I'm now working with the idol of my dreams. But to my surprise, I'm going out with Momoka Momozono. or rather, Seira Hiragi. There will be a lot of hardships ahead, but if Seira is next to me, there will be no problems. I, Yuto Tanaka, who has become the head of the department, can overcome any difficulties for her.